Just when you thought I was gonna go to bed, at least I thought I was gonna go to bed, and then this popped up. Oh man, it's a lot going on today, man. It's gonna be a whole lot of episodes coming out on this page and the Torture Talk channel. So look, the feds raided UMG offices, man. This is getting crazy. I'm telling y'all now, stick with me. You already know what it is. Torture Talk. Let's get it. All right, man. This comes courtesy of Chink Smooth. You already know what it is. Let's get it.
Oh boy, this is all bad, you guys. Something smells fishy at Spotify, and we're going to get to the bottom of this. Now, a couple months ago, back in April, Spotify announced that they were going to start to remove streams that they considered to be artificial because they wanted to protect the ecosystem of streaming. They want to make sure that artists are not frauding and faking their streams, and most importantly, that artists are not using bots. Now, ever since Spotify has started doing this, a lot of artists have reported seeing sudden drops in their streaming numbers. They've also been getting emails citing artificial activity without any evidence. And
another thing, too, that y'all got to understand, you know that, I must keep saying this, the artists don't have nothing to do with it because it could be anybody else. Somebody could do this. I told y'all, man, you can literally go on Fiverr and pay for people YouTube videos to get 100,000 subs, 100,000 views. You could pay for it. You just go on there and just request it. They say, and it says it right on there. It says organic views, organic subscribers. That's what it says. Even comments, organic comments, like it does. So the artists don't even have to have nothing to do with it. They probably don't even know this is happening. It could be a super fan and say, yo, I'm gonna get them. They only got 20,000 views. I'm gonna see if I can get them 100,000 because they need to blow up. It could be anybody. You know what I'm saying?
the worst part is there's no way to appeal or clarify the data. Now, just like I told you guys earlier, Spotify is checking to see if these artists are using any paid click farms, bots, incentivized playlist schemes, or any hidden autoplay setups. Well, fast forward to last week. Looks like the feds have officially raided the offices of Universal, Sony, and other major labels in Turkey. Now, you guys might say, well, Chiggs, what that got to do with Spotify, huh? Well, the raid happened due to bribery allegations regarding artists on those labels allegedly paying off individuals for Spotify playlist placements. Now, this investigation has...
Now, what you said this happened in Turkey. You said the feds raided. Is it the Turkish federal government? That's what we need to understand. Because who raided? Was it the Turkish federal government? Maybe I need to look that up to see, but I don't know. That's a good question because I don't know if the United States feds would go over there and do that. There would have to be somebody else, right?
Led the feds to also start to investigate in North America just to see if the artists here are using similar tactics to boost their streaming numbers. Now, here's what we know so far about this raid in Turkey. Now, this all started to happen after several Turkish artists raised complaints questioning how certain playlists were being created and also alleging that unfair visibility was being granted to certain artists in exchange for bribes. Now, several singers in Turkey actually came together and asked Spotify to clarify the criteria that they use to create these playlists for transparency. There's also some allegations levied against Spotify claiming that artificial bot uploads are distorting chart placements in the country. Now, this complaint actually forced Spotify to look into their own people. Spotify launched an internal investigation targeting some editors in Turkey. According to Spotify, they just want to make sure that their playlist was not compromised by payments or favoritism. Now, so far, you guys, this bot removal from Spotify is happening across all genres. All artists from K-pop artists, Afrobeat.
I want y'all to understand what he just said. because for some reason, a lot of y'all think that this is just this is just Kendrick. Not nobody else in the world. It's just Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? And the crazy thing is, excuse me. The crazy thing is, I'm tired. It's late, but I'm going to do this. The crazy thing is, Kendrick Lamar, they saying that Drake numbers didn't change, right? That's what they're saying. But a couple of months ago or a couple of weeks ago, Drake numbers did change. That's why I don't believe nothing nobody says, especially the academics, academy page or whatever it is. I don't believe nothing that page says. Because they'll say something and then academics will clarify and be like, whoa, I had to tell them to take it down because that wasn't true. And it's like, bro, why you even allow this person to put something like that up? It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But let's run that back. I want y'all to understand and hear the full story, full thing, what he just said.
Spotify launched an internal investigation targeting some editors in Turkey. According to Spotify, they just want to make sure that their playlist was not compromised by payments or favoritism. Now, so far, you guys, this bot removal from Spotify is happening across all genres. All artists from K-pop artists, Afrobeat artists, rappers, R&B singers are all seeing a decrease in streams. If you guys remember earlier today from Drake and Bobby's interview, Drake was alluding to bots and certain people playing games with music.
People thought what happened between us was something like I don't know. We had something bigger. So many things.
Like what? What's the top 3 conspiracies?
Well, the top conspiracy for why it got removed from YouTube is that you played Tyga's song and then they removed it. That didn't happen.
That's Sly Fox.
We
don't know, right? What we don't know. With the shit that these guys have going on right now.
Who?
Fuck
What
yeah,
guys?
I don't know. They're doing this to this song. They're doing that to that song. They're taking songs. They're doing. I don't know.
I don't know anything about
any names. I'm just saying.
Okay.
There's a lot going on in the music industry. God only knows. Tyga might have pulled that plug. You know what I mean?
So let's sit back and watch. Let's see if any.
I find it kind of strange that he would say that, knowing that it's so crazy how people know they benefited from something like this, and they probably did it, but yet and still they try to act as if like they didn't do anything. It's just crazy to me that he would actually do that. You know what I'm saying? But how do I feel about this whole raid thing? You know what I'm saying? I think that there's going to be something big happen eventually. You know what I'm saying? In the music industry, because I think that the music industry been getting away with crooked and shady things for years. Who knows what's going to happen? You know what I'm saying? Couldn't tell you what is going to happen, but I believe that the music industry been getting away with things for years. Now, do I believe that UMG bought it? Like I said, this doesn't necessarily have to mean that UMG did this. It could be anybody else. You know what I'm saying? It could be anybody that wants your song to go platinum. They could pay for reviews or pay for whatever. But we don't know for sure what any of this stuff is. Like, everybody talks about these bots, but have you ever seen someone bot somebody's stuff? How do you know exactly what it is? Like, how do they even know? That's what we need to understand, because a lot of us be saying these things about botting and all this stuff, but we don't really know because we haven't seen any of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't know. As far as the Fiverr and the promoter thing, that's a little bit different, because those are actual people watching the video. They might not be interested. They just watching it just for a gift card or something. But that's a little bit different. But as far as what the bots go, we don't really know. No one knows. No one knows. And it's just weird. It's weird. We're going to see what's going to happen. You know what I mean? We're going to see what's going to happen with this whole thing, because if he's out here, if Spotify is getting rated and then UMG is getting rated, I mean, I don't know what to even say anymore at this point. Is the music industry going to fall? Who knows? Is it going to be ran by the federal government? I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? But the music industry is very powerful. You know, you got people in certain high places that do certain things that could get them out of hot water. So I don't think this is really going to do anything. Maybe they did do that over there, but do I believe that the feds is going to raid Spotify here or raid UMG here? I highly doubt that. I highly doubt that. Well, then again, man, you got Cash Patel and your boy, what's his name? What's the bull name? Spanish bull. And then you got, what's the girl name? You got them people, man. I know their names. I'm just tired. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? You got them, man. They're a little bit different. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. They're different from a lot of stuff. They're different. You know what I mean? Dan Bongino, that's his name. You know what I'm saying? And then the female, the blonde head girl. I know her name. It'll come to me. But they different, man. They're different. I tell you, they're different. Not the same, man. So it is what it is. It is what it is. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta understand, man. That's just what it. Pam Bondi, that's her name. It's one of those things, man, where UMG is kind of like the auto industry, man. It's too big to fail. That's not gonna happen. I don't believe that UMG is gonna get raided and then they're gonna lock everybody up. I don't think so, man. I mean, even if they did get caught doing some nefarious things, I just don't think that that's the case. You know what I'm saying? I think they got stuff in place and plans, and on top of that, these record labels don't even be knowing about some of this stuff, to be honest with you. People say they be in on it. I think they be in on it, putting people's songs on playlists, but I don't think they be in on it, like botting people's stuff, because that's too close to home. A lot of y'all think that that's the case, but you got to think about some of this stuff. Y'all think that these people will put their self in the middle of that? I don't think so. You think that, what's his name? Lucien Grain's gonna put himself in the middle of botting? Like, come on, man. Y'all can't be serious. He's not gonna do that, bro. That's not gonna happen. Lucien Grains is not. He probably don't even know what that is, bro. I'll be honest with you. He said he does so much, bro. He probably don't even know what that is. You gotta understand. It's when they made streaming, they opened the door for people to do these type of things. It wasn't like before where you had to literally go buy. John got me looking like I'm a little kid. It wasn't like before when you had to go buy albums. Now you can manipulate stuff. When it's online, it doesn't matter. It does not matter what it is. When it's online, you can literally manipulate it. You can manipulate all of it when it's online. You got to understand that. So a lot of times when people say things, I just sit back and I say, well, it's online. I'll be honest with you, right? I'm just going to say a friend of mine. You know what I'm saying? During COVID, you know what I'm saying? He took advantage of the COVID testing, because what he did was he just took one COVID test, then he whited out the numbers online, then put some fake numbers there, put a fake date and everything. He did that so he could travel. He did it. And he did it all the time. All the time. And you know what? They couldn't check it because it's a Privacy Act. Couldn't get around it. So you got to understand. People do things online all the time. And if you drop a song online, what do you think's going to happen? They're going to do whatever they have to do to get their song big, or someone's going to do that. Because it's all about money. if you can get a certain amount of streams to happen, that's an album sale. Just imagine if you did, I don't know, let's say you sold off of one device, you sold 20 albums a day. That's just one device. You sold 20 albums a day, which means that song would have to play continuously back to back to back to back to back for these, or the album had to play back to back for people to actually say that that album sold. So, look, man, thank y'all for joining me. I appreciate y'all. But that's crazy that that UMG in Turkey got raided. We'll see what happens over here. I mean, I could be wrong. They could definitely do something that will shake the culture up. Who knows? Or shake the industry up. So, but I'll see y'all on the next one, man. Peace. Bye.